Day 4. You wake up to the familiar buzz of your phone. A few messages from your mom light up the screen, the first one featuring a painfully outdated gif of balloons and glitter text. Happy birthday, Chuchu. I'll be dropping off a cake later. Make sure you finish it by tonight, or it'll go stale. Have a good day. Ah yes, a classic from your mother, equal parts affection and command. It's almost slipped to your mind. It's your birthday today. You're turning 100. The number seems to glitch in your mind like a censored secret the universe refuses to acknowledge. Or maybe you're just repressing it. Maybe this year your birthday wish will actually come true. Maybe your mom will finally listen to you, hear you out, and let you breathe without the constant pressure of her expectations. Maybe today will actually be a good birthday. Just kidding. You already know how it's going to end. Oh well, no point dwelling on it now. You'll deal with all that after work.
Hey, Chuchu, happy birthday! You're getting pretty old, eh?
Haha, yeah.
Whoa, I heard from Tanaka-san that it's your birthday? Must suck having to spend it at work, huh?
Well, that's just life, haha. I don't know how many more ha-has I have left in me. By mid-afternoon, it's clear that today is just another work-filled birthday. The highlight of the day? A hefty stack of monthly reports unceremoniously dropped onto your desk by your boss. A truly unforgettable birthday gift. As you sift through the reports, a familiar voice calls out from you behind, "Happy birthday." Ah, thank you, haha. You glance over your shoulder, offering a polite smile as Ryota. You've said that a few times today. Oh, I didn't realize it was you, Ryota. Maybe I should have made my birthday wishes more memorable. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think I've heard enough birthday wishes to last me until next year. Hopefully you're not too worn out to actually celebrate it though. Boss asked me to stick around and finish some reports, but if you're still up for a birthday dinner, I'll be at the station around 8 p.m. Before you can respond, a voice cuts through the air from the other side of the office. Hey, can someone help me with this? Ryota straightens up, already turning towards the sound. I've got to go. Good luck with your work. And, happy birthday, Chuchu. Thanks. You go about your day as usual, and the hours slipping by until it's finally time to head home. Stepping off the train platform, you pause for a moment, a thought lingering in your mind. How should you spend your birthday today? Well, I didn't get to go to the sweet shop with, Ren because I chose to go see Yoko. God damn it, I'm too much of a simp for a woman and I missed out on my twink. I feel bad. I wanted to go to the sweet shop with him. Okay, we gotta get incense. I'm not sure if I want to go with Ryota because I'm just not feeling him, my dude. Oh, he's with the cat. So, where's my twink wife? That's Ryota. Oh, my wife. My wife. Haruki's office. Oh. Well, I guess pet the kitty. You notice Haruki in the alleyway, crouched near a stray cat with a small dish of food in hand. I guess. My dear princess, have you come to visit me, or does Mr. Tubbs over here have another visitor? You glance down to see a stray cat nestled comfortably between Haruki's shoes. Haruki is crouched beside him, carefully placing a small dish of food within the cat's reach. Are you acquainted with this guy? Seems like he's got a lot of fans. Miyabi glances at you briefly, then turns away with a flick of his tail, letting out a soft hiss of annoyance as you approach. Ignore him. He's a meanie, but deep down I think he secretly likes people. Maybe. Haruki shrugs with a grin, scratching behind Miyabi's ears, unfazed by the cat's attitude. Did you just call him Mr. Tubbs? He's cute and round. I don't know why the fuck I just gave him an accent. Plus he's got a distinguished air to him, and addressing him without a title seems a bit rude. He's not that fat though to be called Tubby. That's why it's not Tubby and Tubbs, you see? I didn't finish the sentence, like how he doesn't finish his food because he's not fat. I've seen him around here too. He chuckles, but there's a genuine warmth in his voice. He runs his fingers through Mr. Tubbs' fur one last time before standing up straight, wiping his hands on his pants. Did you really come to visit me, or is it just that cat you after? Yes? Of course, if not, why else would I have appeared before you? Maybe you're here for Mr. Tubbs, huh? Well, Mr. Tubbs is a pleasant surprise, but I really did come to find you, Haruki. Ah, it's such a nice feeling to be wanted. I do try to keep myself humble, but a little ego boost never hurts. If only my mother had the same feeling. So, what can I do? Can I and/or Mr. Tubbs help you with today? You know, we're both professionals in the art of making people's days a little brighter. Ask about the exorcism? I just wanted to ask you about my situation. Of course, my dear princess. You've caught me mid-mission working tirelessly in the shadows to uncover why such sinister forces have their sights set on you. But worry not, your friendly neighborhood investigator is on the case, I promise. Everything will be resolved soon, just a bit more time. As much as I trust you, Haruki, can you tell me a little more about what you're doing? Haruki hesitates, the usual playfulness in his eyes dimming slightly. Still, he musters a grin and a reassuring, if slightly sheepish one. I'm truly grateful for how much faith you put in me. I know it must be maddening to be left in the dark, but there are just some things I can't share yet. He pauses, searching for the right words. Think of it this way. I'm like one of Santa's elves, quietly working behind the scenes. You don't see how the presents get wrapped or how the sleigh gets loaded. But when Christmas morning comes, everything's there, perfect and magical. You don't have to worry about a thing. Please trust me. I swear I'm doing everything I can to keep you safe. His usual whimsy flickers back, accompanied by a crooked grin. Besides, if Santa can pull off the North Pole in December, I've got this, right? Okay. Alright, I'll trust you, Haruki, but I hope you'll tell me everything someday. Thank you for your trusting me again. I promise when the time comes, I'll tell you everything. Right after I solve that problem of yours. It'll be the best present ever. Speaking of presents, happy birthday! You hadn't expected anyone to remember your birthday, much less someone as carefree as Haruki. Wait, how did you know it was my birthday? Ah, my dear princess, you underestimate the great powers of an exorcist extraordinaire. It would be utterly shameful if I didn't know the finest details of your life, like the stars revealing their secrets, the winds whispering your truths. You found it on Ryan. I found it on wine. Anywho, allow me to formally invite the birthday girl to a celebratory feast of the finest takoyaki in town. Sure, it's no 5-star Michelin dining experience, but hey, it's warm, it's tasty, and it's nearby. Alright, but I assume this means it's your treat? Naturally, consider this the gold standard of 5-star customer service. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for letting me steal a bit of your time. Of your birthday, I mean. Hope it's one to remember. Affection with Haruki increased. Okay. I guess hang out with, oh. Well, sorry. You make your way to the river, the air crisp with lingering cold, the sky draped in quiet shadow. A hush lingers over the water serene, yet laced with something unspoken, a whisper of unease beneath the gentle current. Do you step down to the riverbed? No. You hesitate, something in the air is urging you to turn back. Some mysteries perhaps are meant to remain undisturbed. I forgot. I need, incense! You head to the temple and you look around. You notice a monk tending to the shrine office. Excuse me, have you seen Haruki around? If he's not at this office, he's probably wandering around town trying to drum up business. Or maybe in the alley fooling around with that damn cat. You shouldn't meddle with him too much. Why, other than the obvious reasons? Because once he latches onto you, he doesn't let go. His persistence is relentless. The monk hesitates, his glare darting around to make sure no one is listening. When he speaks again, his voice is barely above a whisper. Look, miss, I know you and he share a bond of some kind. You seem like a kind soul, but there's a shadow that follows him. I've seen what happens to those who stay too close. Nothing good ever comes from it. I'm listening. The monk exhales slowly, his gaze hardening as he leans closer. His voice drops to a near whisper, the weight of his words filling the silence. Words spread quickly in the circles of those who deal with this unseen. Stories, whispers. They say he carries an unnatural shadow, an omen of misfortune, a harbinger of calamity. His expression darkens for a moment, and he looks as though he's reliving a distant memory. His master was a powerful exorcist, respected, skilled, but during a purification ritual, something went wrong. Catastrophically wrong. His master lost his life, and while some mourned and pitied the boy, others... He hesitated and glanced around as if afraid of being overheard. Others believe he was the cause of it. That's a lot to take in. I'm not saying he's evil, or even ill-intentioned. Perhaps deep down he's a good man, but sometimes it's not the person that's dangerous, it's what follows them. And with him, the cost of association often outweighs the good. He straightens his tone, softening, though the gravity of his words linger. Whatever you decide from here is your choice, but remember, there's wisdom in walking away from trouble, even when it wears a kind face. Choose carefully. Okay, that was something. I'd better go get Kazuki's incense while I'm here. It's really late, I'd better get home. I kinda goofed. I should have hung out with Ryota. Let's check the sweet shop. The store is closed. Okay. Convenience store? The convenience store is closed. Okay. Police? You find yourself heading to the police station, though the exact reason eludes you. As you step inside, the tension in the air is palpable. A frazzling-looking man is locked in an argument with a stern-faced police officer. You can't just barge into a business and start threatening employees. And this is the third complaint we've had about you being a public nuisance. And for the last time, I wasn't threatening anyone. I was trying to apologize. I'm doing the right thing here. You realize it's the man from yesterday at the convenience store. Looks like he's in another round of trouble. Do you approach the chaos and maybe offer some assistance to this poor man? No. It's really late. And I don't want to deal with that shit. Maybe the cafe? The cafe's closed. Fine. Neighbor? You knock on the door, but are only met back with silence. It's really late. No! Where are you, my sweet twink? 67, 55, 70. Okay, I'm on the Ren track. But I should maybe increase my affection with Kazuki? You step into your home, greeted by an eerie silence. On the dining table sits a small cake, meticulously decorated with pastel icing. A note rests beside it in your mother's familiar handwriting. Why did you only give me one slice? Why couldn't you have given me the entire cake? Greedy mum. Eat this. All of it. It's good for you. It's a cake. She's being nice. That's not normal. How strange. A strange unease prickles at your back of your mind, but you sit down anyway, carving a cautious slice and taking a bite. At first, it's sweet, soft sponge with a hint of vanilla, but then something foreign grates against your tongue. You pause, your stomach tightening as you pull the bite from your mouth, revealing long strands of hair tangled in the frosting. What the hell? Did Mom poison me? You run to the sink, spitting it out, gagging, but it's as if your body has already decided to reject more. A sudden heave forces you into the sink as bile rises uncontrollably. You continue to vomit, various substances escaping your lips. Ugh. Your lunch from today, spit and stomach acids, and more hair. Ugh. You clutch the edge of the sink, trembling as more hair spills from your mouth, clinging to your lips like something like... Ah! The tang of stomach acid burns your throat, but what follows sends cold terror coursing through your veins. Chunks of meat, raw and glistening, hit the sink with wet... Oh, I'm gonna fucking vomit. You try to catch your breath, but another wave overtakes you. Your body convulses, bringing up more and more hair, bits of undigested food, and then... teeth. Jagged yellow teeth rattling against the porcelain basin. Maybe you're hallucinating again, you think. Maybe this isn't real. This might be real, but the sensation, the heaving, the burning bile, the slick muck sliding from your mouth, it's too vivid, too visceral. The grotesque parade of horrors continue, spilling from you like some cursed fountain. Each retch leaves you weaker, yet the torrent doesn't abate. As your trembling hands clutch the edge of the sink, you dare at a glance at the carnage below, and when you see it, amid the hair, bile, and unidentifiable chunks, something small and malformed shifts. It's a pink and slimy, It's like a ball of meat, alive. It expands and deflates ever so slightly, almost like it's breathing. I don't know if you guys seen these shorts, but it kind of looks like that guy that makes those paint blobs and puts the eyeballs and teeth into it. You notice some of the chunks were teeth and what seems like an eye staring back at you. You can't seem to form the words to even begin to describe the horror that you produce from the depths of your throat. What? Grabbing at the faucet, you turn it on full blast, desperate to erase the nightmare. Water gushes down, carrying clumps of gunk with it. The sink quickly clogs. The fetid water pools around the mess, rising in defiance of your efforts. Frustration boils over. You seize the nearest object, a hairbrush, and jam it into the drain, jabbing furiously. The bristles bend and snap as you shove harder, muttering through gritted teeth, then shouting. Why are you putting the bristles down? Like, why don't you do the handle down, shoving it in? Anyways. Go down already! Each shove is punctuated by your screams, your voice hoarse and cracking. The sink gurgles as bits of the gunk slowly spiral downward, disappearing into the pipes. I thought that was a hand for a second. Finally, the water drains, leaving the basin empty except for lingering streaks of slime. You stand there panting, your knuckles white as you grip the edge of the counter. The silence that follows is deafening, broken only by your ragged breathing. And then you hear it, faint but unmistakable. A soft, pitiful cry. You stumble back from the sink, your legs shaking uncontrollably, and you collapsed onto the floor. Hot tears stream down your face as you gasp for breath, the sound of your own ragged sobs filling the suffocating silence of the kitchen. I didn't mean for this to happen. Please forgive me. You clasp your hands together so tight until the knuckles turn white, as you pray fervently to anyone or anything that will listen to your cries. Please forgive me. Kazuki, I'm trying, I swear. I'm trying, I'll find out who did this to you. I'll make them pay, just please don't hate me. You moved on? Kazuki? I'm sorry, please. I'm doing my best, I'll avenge you, I swear. How could you? You moved on? Already? No, I didn't, You're a liar. You've already forgotten me, cheated on me, like none of it mattered. No, that's not true. We weren't even really married, you know that. It wasn't real, and I only let her hit it once. Not real? Then what were we? Nothing? A lie? Is that what I was to you? Cheater? No, I'm not! Not what? You hear a shuffling behind you. Turning, your eyes met with a sharp gaze etched with an equally concerned grimace. You scared the fuck out of me. Someone better be dying or already dead with all the racket you're making. Ren? Yeah, I know I am. What I don't know is what's got you so wound up. It's nothing. I'm sorry about the noise. It's nothing, don't lie to me. I could hear how frazzled you were through the walls. It's just a stomachache. I wasn't feeling well and I threw up, that's all. Ren's eyes narrow slightly, unconvinced. He scans the room, his gaze landing on the untouched cake sitting on your table. You feel something shift within him. Concern? Anger? You're not sure, but his tone changes, sighing as he looks back at you with a gentler look. Your ex-husband. He's the one hurting you, isn't he? What? No, I don't know what you're talking about. The noises, the supernatural stuff, all of it. It's him. He's the one doing all this. No, it's my fault. I'm the one who's making him act this way because I moved on, and his spirit, it's stuck. It's my fault. Ren steps closer, his posture tense, his presence suddenly overwhelming. Stop. Let's pretend he's innocent in all of this. Let's not pretend he's innocent in all this. He's the one haunting you, isn't he? Vindictive, spiteful, acting like you owe him something. That's not love, and it sure as hell isn't your fault. No, he's not like that. He's evil, cruel, selfish. He always was, wasn't he? Even in life, he couldn't let go of his ego, and now in death, he's clinging to it like some twisted badge of honor. No! Kazuki isn't like that. He was a good person. He cared about me, about everything. He was kind. What do you even know about him? It was me who hurt him. I'm the bad person. I'm the one who ruined everything. He's a good person. Right. You know that? So, do you think whatever's haunting you is that same Kazuki? If you believe what you said, why can't you accept that whatever's haunting you isn't him? His words hit like a splash of cold water, jolting something inside you. You don't know what you're talking about. Look, I didn't want to get involved with you at first, honestly. I thought it'd be easier to keep my distance, but now, you're someone I can't just sit back and watch suffer. Don't look at me like that. Look, I might not look like it, but I've always got a sixth sense. Sensing spiritual stuff and whatnot. Plus, I know how all these religious types people are. What are you even trying to say? I don't understand, Ren. I'm saying whatever's haunting you, it might not be Kazuki. Spirits, real ones, don't care about fairness. They latch onto pain, vulnerability, and sometimes the fear people stir up around you makes it worse. And your mom? We all saw how she was yesterday. You can't tell me she wasn't fed into all of this. But it's too much of a coincidence. Everything started after Kazuki died. You try to hold your ground, to push back against his reasoning, but deep down, there's a part of you, a small trembling part, that knows he's not entirely wrong. And admitting that feels like losing a part of yourself, of everything you've endured. I know. But you know, there are always bad people, whether in life or in death, who will take advantage of that tragedy. Plus, you already admitted yourself, Kazuki was a good person. I don't know him at all, but do you really think he would do all this to you? His words hang in the air, heavy and unshakable. You don't know whether to feel relief or devastation at the possibility that the torment you've been carrying might not be Kazuki at all. If it's not Kazuki, who or what could it be? That's the tricky part. There are countless things out there, spirits, demons, even gods, just waiting to prey on human vulnerabilities. And well, I've always had a knack for bad luck. Maybe some of it rubbed off on you since you keep coming to find me all the time. But anyways, whatever it is, I might not be some big shot exorcist, but I'll help you with whatever I can. You're important to me, so rely on me, okay? Ren, thank you. My beautiful princess twink. You know, if we're both unlucky, maybe sticking together will cancel it out. Then I guess I can't leave you alone for now. Anyways, enough of this sentimental stuff. So before I go, I need to tell you, these sorts of spirits cling onto people's emotions. Especially your sanity. You've been doing well so far, don't let that thing get any stronger. Definitely not looking forward to that. Don't worry, I'm always a knock away. If I hear any more noises, I'll make sure to punch a hole through that noisy bastard. I'll hold you to that, Ren. My Shayla! Eventually, after checking through the house one last time, Ren says his goodbyes. Once he's gone, your gaze falls to Kazuki's altar. His framed picture, still and silent, gazes back at you. The smile he wore in death no longer holds malice or anger, hatred or greed. No. It was the same smile he had at your wedding, reassuring you that everything was going to be fine. And somehow you believe it still is. To raise my sanity? Because I'm not really sure. Wait, what's my... 60, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna raise my sanity real quick. You've been so strong, holding everything together so well, but you don't have to keep struggling like this. Wouldn't it be easier to let go just a little? You don't need to rely on something so fleeting. A proper rest, just one peaceful night, might be all you need. Do you still want to play the rhythm game? I guess that's fine. If she says no. Just go to Eeps then. Your phone buzzes with a notification. It's from Mom. I'm busy with important matters. I won't be able to be there for you for a while. Take care of yourself. You stare at the screen, a sigh escaping your lips as a relief floods in. What the? Good for me, I guess. Maybe I'll get some peace without her breathing down my neck. But something feels off. The phrasing is strange, almost like she's choosing her words carefully. There's no condensation or nagging, just silence after the message. Maybe I should... You stare at the message thread, your thumb hovering over the keyboard. A simple "are you alright" forms in your mind, but something stops you. Memories of her constant control or her overbearing presence flash through your mind. No, she doesn't need that from me. Not after everything. Instead, you type out a single word. Okay. You hit send and lock your phone, tossing it to the side for once. The silence feels like it's yours to control. The funny thing about curses, they have a way of sticking around, don't they? Once upon a time, back in an era when lords were powerful and spirits were just as real as the air we breathe, there was a tale that began with the power of a full man and a simple girl. They weren't supposed to meet, much less fall in love. The girl had a way of drawing people in. Even those who should have known better. Couldn't help but get caught up in her orbit. And where sorrow lingers, darker things are never far behind, drawn not by her, but by the quiet eye clinging to the ones around her. Despite everything, she had to protect them, so she made a sacrifice, one meant to save everyone she cared about. But sacrifices like that come with a price. In her final moments, a wise something was formed, something simple, something all too human. But even the smallest wishes can have powerful consequences. And so a curse was born. One that tied her fate to those around her. Okay. Locking them all in a cycle they couldn't escape. Okay. Not until she made a choice. Not until someone was brave enough to break the pattern. So here we are, curses, gods, ghosts, and a whole lot of unresolved tension. But hey, no pressure. In the end, it's all about who you choose. No big deal, right? Twink. Twink. Take 5. Okay. Okay. That was pretty epic. Your dream of the past few days, your fragmented memories stitched together in the haze of sleep. Faces flicker in and out, voices echo in half-formed thoughts. You're seeing people again, connecting, resurfacing from the place you'd buried yourself in for so long. You're finally crawling out of that pit that you've spent in for the last few months. But you're beginning to feel tired. You don't know how long you can keep this up. You dream of Haruki. He's laughing again. Ah ha ha! Effortlessly bright. Skipping stones like nothing in the world could weigh him down. You barely know him, and yet he looks at you like he's known your sadness forever. There's something about the way he brushes off the dark with jokes and half-serious stories that makes you want to believe in something. Anything. Oh. And that terrifies you. You don't understand him. A part of you wants to run. You're afraid of what he knows, but something draws you to him. You might be losing your mind. Oh, my wife! You dream of Ren. He used to be just a name, your neighbor you never thought twice about. But now he's everywhere. In the hallway, on the street, in your dreams. My wife! It feels like something is guiding him towards you, or dragging him back to him from the edge. You can't tell if it's fate or punishment or mercy. Sometimes he looks like he's carrying a burden too heavy for words, like there's something inside him clawing its way out. My wife! You wonder what changed. You wonder why you feel like you're supposed to understand him. My wife! Why? When he looks at you, you feel like you're both trapped in the same impossible story. Wife! You can't tell if some sort of divine intervention is punishing him or giving him a second chance. You never thought you'd find light again, not after Kazuki's death, but somehow you're still standing, still breathing, still piecing yourself together bit by bit. Maybe he's watching over you. He would have probably said something like that, like, my wife! You should believe in yourself more, Chuchu. You're strong in your own way. You've done well. I'm proud of you. Thank you. I haven't done much, but you've done well. Better than anyone expected from you. Maybe, I guess so. I'm sorry I had to leave so soon. I wanted to stay, I really did. I know, that's why I tried so hard to find out what happened. To help you. To help us. You've carried so much, Chuchu, and my biggest regret is not telling you the truth when I had the chance. And even now, you're picking up the pieces I left behind. I'm sorry. But you're not alone. You've met a lot of people who care about you. They really do love you, and as jealous as that makes me, you might love them too, or at least grow to. I hope my memories won't stop you from living your life. What we had, it meant the world to me. Even if it was short-lived, it mattered. You mattered. In this life and the ones before it, thank you. I hope to see you soon, but I know that you'll be making your choice soon, or maybe by the time you see this, you've already done so. Regardless, I love you. Let's meet again soon, Chuchu. Whoa. Wife. This is the first time I've seen this bedroom bright. You wake up, the dream already fading like smoke in the morning light. You reach for it, desperate to hold it, but it slips through your fingers, slipping through my fingers all the time. You're sure it was something kind, something warm, yet all that's left is an empty ache where the memory should be. For a moment, you just lie there, stuck between sleep and waking, trying to hold on to that quiet before everything comes rushing back. And then you remember. The worry settles in again, heavy and familiar. You grab your phone from the nightstand, hoping, stupidly maybe, that there's something waiting for you. Nothing. No messages, no calls. Still nothing from her. You stare at the screen for a while, your chest getting tighter. Maybe something did happen. Maybe something's wrong. You wanted to text her, you almost do, but your fingers freeze. What if she says something you don't want to hear? What if she says nothing at all? She's your mom, you care about her despite everything that's happened. You still do, right? You pull the blanket tighter around yourself, trying to block out that awful feeling in your chest. I'm a good daughter, you tell yourself. I am. Shit, oh, fuck. Shit, okay, call her? You pick up the phone gingerly and ring your mom. It rings once, ding ding. It rings twice, ding ding. But again, nothing happens. Why do I even bother? She's not worth it. Suddenly your phone buzzes, and despite the mental turmoil a few seconds ago, you snatch your phone, frantically unlocking the new message from your mom. Please stop calling this number. As I said before, I will be gone for a while. Keep your heart open and seek out our wisdom. Mom's been taken by the cult! There it is again. That sense of unease. With everything that's happened last night and this weird thing going on with Mom, maybe I should call in sick today. Hey, I'm really sorry, but I'm not feeling great today. I don't think I'll be able to come in. I understand. Is everything alright? Yeah, it's nothing big. Just tired, I guess. I'll be fine after some rest. Are you sure? You know I'll always be here if you need anything. I know, I'm just tired, that's all. I just need a bit more sleep. Alright, take it easy, okay? If you need anything, even just someone to talk to, I'm around. Thanks, Ryota. I appreciate it. Of course, get some rest. You switch off your phone and slip into bed. The sun hasn't fully risen yet, but the morning sun feels cold and sterile, reminiscent of the night before. It's fucking bright as hell here! You close your eyes, but your thoughts claw their way back to your mother. You try not to think about her, you try not to care, but the fear creeps in anyway. Quiet. Like the never-ending noise in your head. Ow! Your skin feels damp with sweat. The sheets feel too tight. Your hair tangled around your neck feels like it's choking you. Your pulse thuds heavy in your chest, louder than it should be. Too loud, too similar. They sound like they're drums. Sounds like the one you hear when no one's around. Oh my fucking god. Like something waiting just beyond the edge of sleep. The noise grows until you can't tell if it's in your head or in the walls. That is disgusting. Keep it away from me. And just as your heart begins to race, sleep finally and unwillingly drags you under. I never want to see that thing ever again. What the hell? I'm getting impatient. I can't stand it. Every heartbeat, every breath she clings to, it grates on me. They keep interfering one after another like gnats buzzing in my ear. But it's her I want, just her. Just one crack, one slip that let that fear splinter her resolve. Let that despair hollow her out. I just need her to crack. And then, finally, I can be feasted. The others, they're moving faster than I anticipated. Their hands are all over the board, pulling her this way, that way. Anyway, away from me. We have to act now before she... No, not again. I won't lose her to them again. She won't make the wrong choice. She won't. I just need one more chance, one opening, one whisper in the right ear. If I can reach her again just once, she'll remember. She'll remember everything. And then, she'll come back to me. I'm sorry? You jolt awake, breath catching in your throat. Your eyes blink against the light, only to realize there is none. You fumble for your phone, the screen glows to life. Two things greet you. The time, 8 p.m., and a single message from your mother. Your heart stutters as you unlock it. The message is short, unmistakable. I'm fine. You stare, your chest tightens. You don't know what to feel. You're never one to linger in communicating with her. A quick word or two usually suffices, and yet, this time, unfamiliar weight coils in your chest, slow and insistent. A flicker of uncertainty, sharp as a spark, begins to burn beneath your ribs, urging you to reach out and ask for more. You want to ask her, "Are you sure? If something's wrong, please let me know." But instead, you hesitate, your fingers hovering over the screen. You know you should, you know you want to, but you can't bring yourself to do it. No, maybe it's nothing. You're just being paranoid. Nothing to get too worked up over, as Mom always says. You tap send, but then nothing. Screen pulses with silence, followed by the system error. Message failed to send, recipient unavailable. You feel the burning rise again, bubbling up behind your eyes, hot and relentless. She probably turned off her phone. I'm being overly anxious again. Maybe I should just get out for a bit, run some errands, even if it's late. You clean yourself up and head out, trying hard not to think about anything else. But no matter how hard you try, her words cling to you, because you know far too well how it is to lie so easily. No tasks, you say. Awesome. Excelente. Suddenly, your phone rings. It's Yoko.
Ah, hello. I was worried you wouldn't pick up. Ryota mentioned you weren't feeling well today. I hope you're doing a little better.
Well, maybe just a bit better than I was this morning.
Ah, that's a relief. Sorry for the sudden call. The thing is, Ryota dropped by the cafe earlier and surprise, surprise, he left his phone again. I was wondering, could you pick it up and hand it to him tomorrow morning at work?
Sure, no problem. I was already out anyway. I'll swing by the cafe to grab it.
Thank you, Ame-chan. You're always so sweet to us. I'll be waiting. Ah, Ame-chan, thank you for coming. I'd go find Ryota myself, but my boss is in a mood today. He gave me the stink eye just now. Can you believe it? The nerve. Anyway, here's Ryota's phone. Maybe you'll run into him somewhere around town, then you can hand it to him. No rush, not that he'll miss it much anyways. Aside from work stuff, I don't think anyone really texts him. Except us. Oh no, that sounded mean, didn't it? I didn't mean to sound like that. Oops. Anyway, I hope you're feeling better.
I'm doing alright. Yeah, it's alright.
You've got that look to you again. That looks says you're trying to figure out something or someone. Is this about your mom? You've always got that distinct frown whenever you think about your mom.
She's keeping things from me again. I mean, she's always like this, but I don't know why this time it feels particularly stressful. And I'm afraid of pushing and asking her because that's not like me either, to worry so much about her either. I'm just confused and scared of what she might say.
It's terrifying, isn't it? The idea of not knowing. It's even more terrifying to ask, not just because of the lies, but because once the truth comes out, it changes everything. Maybe you're not sure if you even want to know everything.
Because what if knowing makes it worse? Maybe you can't live your whole life walking on eggshells. You can't keep shrinking yourself to fit into other people's secrets. You're allowed to feel betrayed, you're allowed to be angry, but don't let that anger become your compass. Let it pass, then ask. Push for the truth, even if it hurts, and when you get your answers, really listen. You don't have to trust blindly, but don't shut people out just because they kept things from you either.
Hey, you don't tell me everything either, but I'm sure you have your reasons. Sometimes people hide things because they're scared too. That doesn't mean make it right, but maybe it makes them human. Anyway, I'll stop being dramatic now. Thanks again for helping with Ryota's phone. I should get going before my boss gives me another stinky eye. I'll see you around, Chuchu.
Ah, the kitty! Hold on. No wife? Wait, what? Kitty. Suddenly you feel a tap on your shoulder. Pardon me, ma'am. I hope life's been kind to you lately. Who? It's you again. Ah, so you do remember us. That is a good sign. Perhaps you've taken a moment to reflect our scriptures. I haven't, and once again, I'm not interested. That's disappointing to hear, you know. Many of the troubles you've been facing, they're not uncommon. In fact, they're expected when one strays too far from the path. The spirits, for example. Don't. I've heard this speech before, but I overcame it myself with my own strength. So no offense, but I think I can handle whatever else comes my way. That's certainly one approach, but imagine how much lighter your burdens could be. If only you'd... No. Thank you. I really hope that's the last time I see them. Maybe I should report this to the police. I just wanted to pet the kitty.
You stop a little stray cat Miyabi lounging outside a cafe. He stares at you as though you leave, eyeing you meticulously as if waiting for your arrival. He let out a loud meow before strutting off a few meters ahead. As he walks ahead, he turns back to give you a pointed look, like he's personally offended you haven't started following him yet. Follow? Miyabi meows in approval and continues to lead you through the alleyways, weaving between the narrow streets and hidden corners of the city. Before you do it, Miyabi has led you towards the direction of Haruki's office. And with that, Miyabi left flickering his tail as he disappears into the shadows of the alley.
Okay. What are my tasks again? I'm like, so not. Police station. Yes. Ah! You hear someone call out your name. Chuchu, are you there? You are. Footsteps close in fast, but before you can react, you can feel the heat of someone's breath against your cheek.
I've been looking everywhere for you. The others keep letting you slip through, but not me. I don't blame them, though. They're not exactly persuasive. But you can't keep running from this. You have to listen. There's not much time left. Come with us. You'll see. You'll understand.
I said no. Stay away from me. You try to push him away, but he only steps closer, his eyes darkened and unyielding.
You don't get it. They don't want us to tell you anything, but I know you want to know. It's tearing you apart, isn't it? The emptiness, that fear. I can take it away right now. All you have to do is follow me.
The stranger reaches out to grab your arm, but stops himself, slightly hovering above your skin.
One step is all it takes.
No, I'm not going anywhere with you.
You don't understand what is at stake. So just come with us. He'll guide you to salvation.
I told you no. Stay back. This isn't just about you anymore. I have to do this for all our sakes. His hands shoot out, gripping your wrists. It's cold, firm, and desperate. What? Let go of me. Someone help me. You scan your surroundings, but the people nearby avert their eyes, walking faster, pretending not to see. Brother. You twist. Fight, your heart pounding as his grips tighten. Am I not outside the police station?
You'll save us. All of us. Through me. Through you.
It hurts. What's wrong with you? Let go. In his agony, his grip falters. You yank yourself free, stumbling back and running, leaving him behind, writhing, babbling in broken fragments. Jesus. Okay. You make your way to the police station. The officer you usually speak with isn't around. You look around and all you see is his empty desk piled with paperwork. For a moment, you think about calling out to him, but then you remember the look on his face last time. That tired, vaguely irritated expression when he realized it was you again. You decided against it, but then you see it, as though waiting to greet you. You see a file titled Shimizu Kazuki. It's been buried under a few other folders with a single post-it note on the top reading, "To be filed in storage." You could open it. Maybe there's something inside, an overlooked clue, a buried detail, or even something they've deliberately kept from you. Then again, maybe it's just another dead end. You hesitate. Is it worth digging all of this up again? Worth the risk of peeling back the layers only to find nothing, and feel that same crushing disappointment? Or you could find something that would make these past few months of endless searching mean something. It could be the thread you've been grasping for all along. It's just within your grasp. Searching. You reach out with trembling hands, rifling hastily through the stacks of old files. Your eyes skim across familiar lines, skipping through things you already know. Shoes found along the riverbank, belongings washed up after the storm, body not found. Nothing new, just the same haunting fragments of a story you already know too well. You continue flipping. Occupation journalist, married to Chuchu, a spouse employed as editor at blah. These are facts too, but these ones, they hit differently, heavier. Pieces of the life you built together now reduced to cold lines on unofficial paper. Then something catches your eye. Last seen leaving his place of residence at 8:30 p.m. At 9 p.m., a passerby reported seeing someone drowning. Police arrive at 9:15. Shoes and some clothing recovered. A wedding ring returned by the civilian who witnessed the drowning. The wedding ring? I never got the ring back. And then you see it tucked at the bottom of the form. The civilian. Fukuda Renjiro? The ring was eventually collected by the deceased mother-in-law. That's my mom. Your mother. The ring. They knew. They knew about the ring. She knew about the ring? You remember kneeling by the riverbank, fingers digging into the mud, hoping for a miracle. The times where you swore you saw it glinting beneath the water surface. Holy shit! Seriously, how many times are you going to go back there, Chuchu? The ring's long gone by now. Get a grip. And all this time, they had it? Why? Why wouldn't they tell you? Was it to protect you? Or did they just think you didn't deserve to know? You don't know who to be angrier at. You want to scream, to cry. But most of all, you want answers. Because if this was hidden from you, what else have they kept from you? You barely know him, you realize, all this time. And there's still so much that he's kept hidden. The secrecy, the manipulation. You can't tell if you've been protected or played. Maybe you never really knew who Ren was. Wait, Ren? Oh. Maybe you never tried hard enough. Do you still trust him? Yes. You do. Truth be told, you're sick of people keeping you in the dark, but maybe there's a good reason for it. A part of you wants to be angry, but more than that, you want to believe in him. You'll confront Ren when the time comes, but this won't shake your belief that he's a good person. You can trust him. I think. Yay! Affection with Ren increased. Wow! I gotta believe the twink, man. Surely the twink wouldn't betray me. Now... where is what's his name? Well, the cat led me to Haruki's office, so... let's go. You knock on Haruki's door. There's no answer. But something feels off. The door is slightly ajar. You hesitate, then push it gently, stepping inside. Haruki? The office is dim and cluttered, as if it hasn't seen sunlight in weeks. Papers are scattered across the floor, stacked in unstable towers on the desk. Sticky notes cling to the old monitors like wilted leaves. His office is a cluttered mess. Papers strewn across every surface. Piles of folders threatening to collapse, the floor barely visible beneath it all. But what really catches your eye are the objects that don't belong. Strange talismans pinned to the walls, amulets strung along shelves like charms warding off something unseen. I feel like that would belong in an exorcism place, actually. A shrine of beliefs and symbols wedged awkwardly between coffee-stained reports and half-filled notebooks. Faith woven into filing systems, it doesn't make sense, and yet somehow it does. It made as much sense as Haruki. Just like him, his office was messy, disorganized, and deliberate. Or but deliberate. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? You want me to peep at his stuff? See, I have a feeling it's gonna be like, oh, do this, or look for Ryoto and give him his phone. And I do want to give him his phone back, but now I'm here and I'm curious, man, I'm curious. You walk over to the whiteboard, eyeing the mess of notes pinned across it with red strings in every direction. Insert that red strings meme, but it's Haruki. Messy notes, color-coded string, and wild scribbles that probably made sense only to Haruki. Insert that Haruki as that red strings meme. Your eyes land on a yellowed scrap of paper, pinned dead center on the board. 8th September 2022 will be an interesting day for the Queen. A prediction 13 years from now. It's absurd, but also very Haruki. Oh, 13 years? It's not 2022 minus 13. 2009. Wow. Still, none of it seems useful, but the usual paranoia that fills half his workspace. Or, I think I misread that. But then something else catches your eye. Behind the chaos, tucked behind the edge of the board, is a stack of papers, not part of the conspiracy collage. Hidden, maybe on purpose. You step closer, hesitating for a moment. Do you tear down the board to reach it? Do I? But he's gonna know and I'm gonna destroy his work. Yeah, sure. You reach out and begin pulling away the layers of straying newspapers and pinned notes, which is sucks for Haruki and all the hard work he put into that collage. What was once just a chaotic board slowly reveals something more deliberate underneath. Faint words peek through the worn paper. Established in the 1960s, but origins trace back to the Reiwa era. Many women recruited, most vanished from the public eye. Renowned spiritual master joins under unclear circumstances. Current leader, identity unknown. At the center, etched clearly in black ink, is a symbol you recognize all too well, and a name you've heard far too often. Hiroshi no Kami. You always knew Haruki had some kind of tie to the organization, but this goes deeper than you ever imagined. Behind the layers of conspiracy and junk, you find a full wall of research. Pages and pages of documents mapping the group's history down to every bizarre prediction they've ever made. Clippings from newspapers, flyers, public scandals, but what stops you cold are the notes about you. They talk about your history, ramblings of things that don't make sense, incoherent words seemingly talking about past connection of some sort. They reference your confusion, your pain, the isolation that followed. They mention your mother and her eventual involvement with the organizations, things even you didn't know about. But it doesn't stop there. There are entries that haven't happened yet, notes about your eventual involvement with the group, your connections to something called the Trigger, and finally, in thick red ink, the choice. But among the scribbles, something even more unnerving catches your eye. The same two words, "I'm sorry," scribbled over and over, scrawled beside every recorded calamity, every chilling predictions. Something frantic, but all tinged with the same desperation, as if apologizing could undo what had already happened, or what was still to come. You step back, breath catching in your throat as the whole wall comes into view. The strings and headlines, the predictions, the apologies, compared to the tangled web of conspiracy theories, this is something else entirely. More chaotic, yes, but this time, it doesn't feel fabricated. You can see his thoughts bleeding onto the page, the fear, the guilt. The more you read, the less you understand. The words blur together, their meaning slips through your fingers, and all that's left on the board are his fears. No matter how cheerful Haruki seems, how easy his smile comes, or how casually he talks, you really don't know him. Can you even trust someone like that? Now, he probably has good intentions with that. However, I am trying to romance Ren. He is my top priority, so I'm gonna say no, just so I can guarantee that Ren is on my side. Okay? You stare at the chaotic sprawl of words on the wall. It's everything Haruki isn't, or at least everything he's tried not to be. Desperate, fearful, terrified. You thought you were ready to trust him, but seeing this side of him, it unsettles you. You always saw him as someone reliable, someone grounded. But now, he looks just as scared as you feel. None of the words make any sense. They twist and tangle in your mind, familiar and foreign all at once. Actually, let's see. 62? 75. Oh, I would have been fine if I said yes, maybe. Because I think it only raised by 5. Oh well. You're afraid of them. And more than that, you're afraid of him. A quiet, terrible seed of doubt begins to take root. Maybe the cheerful exorcist isn't as harmless as he seems. Maybe he's more dangerous than you ever imagined. You walk over to the wall, eyes fixed on the strange talismans hanging in uneven rows. They're covered in unfamiliar religious symbols, glyphs, and markings you can't quite place, not anything you've seen before. Some of them are burned around the edges, blackened like someone held them too close to an open flame. Others have symbols that look deliberately scratched out, gouged, or through with something sharp. You lean in close, the pit in your stomach growing as you read the faint numbers scribbled onto the paper. Tiny dates are scribbled at the bottom of each talisman. They're faint but legible. Most are dated just a few days ago. Why would he keep the damaged ones? And these dates are so recent. You've already seen things most people would never believe. Supernatural events, unexplainable encounters. But for some reason, this wall of scorched, defaced talismans makes your skin crawl in a different way. Could they be connected to you in some way? Oh, more. Okay. You step carefully around the clutter, avoiding the mess of folders and papers scattered across the floor. You pick one up at random and begin flipping through it. Notes, case files, client reports. Haruki's handwriting scrawls across the page. Some neat, others frantic. One entry is about a housewife convinced her home was haunted. Turns out her teenage sons were staging ghost videos to upload to YouTube. Hilarious. Their top video got 100 views. Another file talks about an overworked office lady who suffered such intense grief it began attracting malevolent spirits. Not ghosts of the dead, just things. Negative energy is drawn to pain like flies to rot. That one hits a little too close. Still, judging by the sheer volume of these cases, business seems to be booming. Haruki's either incredibly good at what he does, or just convincing enough that desperate people keep coming back. Maybe both, you included. Then something folded neatly between the pages catches your eye. You pull it out. A flyer, familiar, the same one you've seen before, the one from that religious sect. So they're targeting Haruki's clients now. You frown, thumbing the edge of the paper. Guess they'll take anyone who'll listen. You take a step forward to the window and glance outside. Down below, a stray cat is curled up on the alley, fast asleep. It's completely unbothered by the chaos of the world around it. You watch it for a moment, feeling a strange sense of calm wash over you. The cat stretches, yawns, and then settles back down, its tail flicking lazily. You can't help but envy it. Oh, to be a cat sleeping in an alleyway in the middle of the day. I think that a lot. Well, that's all. Suddenly, the phone in your pocket vibrates. Without thinking, you pull it out, but then pause when you realize it's not yours. It's Ryota's. Then a screen lights up with a new message. It's from your mother. Keep her occupied for now. Well. You almost lose your balance. This whole time you were worrying about her, wondering what she's hiding, whether she's safe, whether she even cares, and yet she's texting Ryota behind your back? You don't know whether to laugh, cry, or feel completely numb. A tight knot forms in your chest, confusion gives way to something heavier, more invasive. Curiosity. You stare at the phone, its screen still glowing in your hand. You could unlock it, just to make sense of this all. But then again, you said you trusted him. And this doesn't feel like something a trusting person would do. Oh, man. Oh, brother. Well, I gotta know. I'm curious. Wow. Keep her in line next time. Report she's doing well, not well enough. I'm heading over. I don't think that's necessary, ma'am. Nonsense, I clearly need to intervene. When does she get off work again? 8 p.m. Oops. I'll be gone for a bit. The elders have summoned me. Monitor her as usual. Aha. So Ryota and your mom have been talking. You've always known about it, but reading the actual text messages makes your stomach churn for some reason. Maybe facing it straight on is too much for you, because then it means that everything you feared, every uncomfortable thought in your mind was true. That Ryota might not have ever been by your side at all. And it hurts. God, it hurts. You hate her for it, you hate him for it. But you can't, not really. You know it's not entirely his fault. But you're still so angry. It boils within you. He could have done more. He should've. Should you still trust a man like this? I think I made a mistake saying no earlier to Haruki. I think she's supposed to keep her composure together and be like, no, I believe in people. To go down a good ending, I guess, as I say with quotation marks. Because if she just doesn't trust people, then she's feeding into the negativity. Anyways, I'll just say yes. You quietly lock the phone and slip it back into your pocket. Your thoughts drift everything the two of you have been through, all the way from your childhood till now. It might hurt for now, but that doesn't mean Ryota isn't trying in his own way. He's struggling just like you are, and if he can't say the right words, if he's still afraid to face the right things, then maybe what he needs is someone who won't give up on him, because you know he'd do the same. Ryota's a good person that you're sure of. There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Your breath hitches, something's wrong. You don't know how or why, but you know. It slams into you like a wave. The pull, the panic, the overwhelming sense that something off at home is off. Like a fire just started and you didn't hear the alarm. Like you're already too late. I have to go. Something's not right. I'm heading home now. You hear footsteps approaching from behind.
Hello, ma'am. We meet again.
You again. No matter how many people you send to me, I don't want to hear it, so listen to me for the last time. I don't want anything to do with your organization, so leave me alone!
Yes, you made that perfectly clear. Twice, in fact. But this isn't about you. It's about your mother.
My mother?
She has finally embraced the full potential of our Lord Hiroshami, or Hiroshi no Kami. She's transcended. She's become one with him.
What are you talking about? Where is she?
As I said, she has risen in ranks and she is one with the Lord now. We can help you too, just as we helped her. So come, follow us. We'll give you salvation.
No, just tell me where she is.
She's with us, and judging by the look on your face, you're worried. She sent you a message, didn't she? What did it say?
She said she's fine, but...
And now you choose to play the loving daughter? How convenient. You ignored her for so long, and suddenly her absence means something for you.
What do you know about our relationship? I do care about her. Things are just complex, and our relationship is complicated.
And, don't you want to fix that? It's not too late. You can still have the mother you always longed for. It's all within your reach, as long as you join us.
No. Your phone rings, slicing through the tension like a blade. I need to answer this. Hello? Listen, you need to come back right now. There's something really important I have to tell you. Perfect timing, baby girl. What? Ren, what's going on? You're acting weird. What happened? Chuchu, please. Just trust me on this. I need you to come home. I'm here. I'm waiting, but you have to come back quickly. Ren, you're scaring me. Can't you just tell me what happened? Dude, just go. I will, I promise, but not over the phone. Please, just come back. Hurry. I have to go. Please, just tell my mother to contact me directly.
Wait, you don't have to go. Come back.
Ren, what's going on? You're finally here. I need you to listen to me. I've endured enough. Every time you barged in, shouting about ghosts, about the voices, I stayed quiet. I was patient. But I think I deserve an apology for all that. What's gotten into you, Ren? I said I deserve an apology for putting up with you, for letting it slide. Actually, I don't think an apology is enough anymore. No, what I want is for you to change, to truly reform. Because whether you realize it or not, I care about you. Ren, you're not making any sense. No, stop! Just listen. The only way you'll ever be free of all this pain, this confusion, is if you accept the teachings of Hiroshi no Kami. Only then can you repent. Only then can you prosper. What? No, this isn't you. What are you talking about? You keep pushing people away. You throw yourself into danger without understanding a thing, and you think that makes you strong? You're not strong. You barely holding yourself together. You want to know the truth? I couldn't protect the people I cared about. I failed them, and I won't let the same thing happen to you. We're the same, you and me. We're weak, fragile, lost. But we don't have to stay that way. I'm not. You are. You're breaking apart at the seams. You've seen it yourself. One wrong word, one bad dream, and you're ready to shatter. That's why you need this. Why you need him. Why you need me. So please stop resisting. Stop pretending that you're stronger than you are. Fuck! Is it because I said I didn't trust Haruki? I knew it. We're not weak, Ren. I don't know what's gotten into you, Ren, but you're not weak. We're not weak. Look at everything we've been through. We've still managed to get through. Yeah, we've had setbacks. We've stumbled. A lot. But we never gave up. We kept going. And I know Granny would be proud of us for that. Granny? Don't bring her into this. You always believe in the good in people, even when you barely know anything about them. It's almost sweet, naive, but sweet. You trusted me, didn't you? Even now, after everything, you still do. But tell me something. What do you actually know about me? You think we're close, that I'm some kind of friend, but you don't know me at all. You don't know who I am, what I've done, what I've kept from you. So how about I let you on a little secret? I saw Kazuki the day he died. I saw him, alive. alone, and I chose not to do anything. That's the real me. Still want to believe in that? I know. I saw everything at the police station. Your name was in the files. I know you were involved. And yet, here you are. You really are more naive than I thought. You saw my name, read the reports, and still came running to me? Why? What are you really hoping to find here? There's a reason you did all of this. I'm not gonna say that. What? Anyways. The truth. That there's a reason you did all of this. The truth, Ren. Even if it changes everything I thought I knew about you. About Kazuki. I came here because I needed to know what's real, and if you ever were. Because I still believe there's a part of you that isn't lying to me. Maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm stupid, but I don't want to lose you to whatever this is. I came because I need to know if the Ren I knew was ever really a good person. Oh, enough of your little speeches. You were never good with your words. You talk so much about truth and love, but in the end, you're just a scared little girl pretending she matters. Do you really believe the insane things coming out of your mouth right now? You never used to talk like this. People change, or maybe you just never listened. No, that's not it. You used to tell me strength was about pushing forward, even when things felt impossible. Sounds like something someone weak would cling to. It sounds like you. The real you. You never talked down to me like this. You never made me feel small. Ren is kind, this isn't him. Even when you were angry, you were never cruel. Maybe you just never saw what I was really like. You're naive and stupid after all. Why did we shift in the room? No, this isn't you. You're not this cold. You're not this bitter. Something's wrong. I can feel it. Deep down, something's wrong. There it is. Doubt. I knew it wouldn't take long. So if you're not him, what the hell are you? That's not Ren. Oh, well, you figured it out. Congratulations, I suppose. But no matter. Things have finally begun to move again. You know, I really do want it to end. To finally put this wretched game to rest. But with every cycle, every turn, I will grow stronger, and soon, I won't need you at all. I've seen so many versions of you. Each version still clinging to hope, still screaming into the dark. But you always come back. You always try. And I always win. Over and over and over again. Let's see how long you last this time.
Chuchu, wake up! Please, you have to get up! The fire, it's almost on you. You can survive this, but only if you move. Listen to me, get up! Get up! Get up!
Your skin stings, your clothes are burning away, melting into ash against your body. But still you move, somehow you push yourself up. You scan the room in a panic, the smoke thick in the air, heat licking at your skin. Then your eyes land on it. The incense from Kazuki's shrine has toppled over. Somehow the flame grew large enough, and now it's spreading fast. The fire crackles and roars, devouring everything you once held dear. You stumble back, overwhelmed. Part of you wants to collapse right then and there. What's the point in fighting? What's left to save? But then, through the rising smoke you see it. Kazuki's photo, shattered on the ground or floor, glass fractured, but his face still visible. Something stirs in you. You have to keep going. You grit your teeth, push yourself up. You stand. Every step is agony. You're so close. Your hand reaches towards the door handle. But then, something grabs you. A hand, cold, strong. Fingers curl around your neck, yanking you back into the smoke.
You're not going anywhere!
You thrash, choke, claw at the air. You were so close. The door was right there. But the smoke swarms your vision, curling into your lungs like poison. You almost made it. Almost. Something rips at your skin, dragging you back into the blaze. Is this the fire itself? The creature? You can't tell. Your thoughts are blurring, flickering like dying embers. And just as the darkness threatens to swallow you whole, you see it. A silhouette rushes through the smoke, fast, desperate. Arms wrap around you. Someone lifts you up.
Is that my boy? Is that my wife?
You can't see their face, but they're real, warm, solid. And then you breathe a sigh of relief and finally let go. End of demo version. Thank you for playing.
Wait a minute, I wanted to see my wife!
No, I wanted to see my wife. Where's my wife? Or maybe, going down this route, we will see more of wife. Well, what do you want me to do? No, stay here for the rest of my life. Anyways. That was Lover's Enigma. If you want to play the demo for yourself, it is free, obviously. It is a demo. And it has multiple endings, I believe. Or multiple routes you can choose from. I obviously chose the wife ending. And I'm pretty sure that's wife. Or is it Kazuki? No, Kazuki has a symmetrical hair. Wife has asymmetrical hair.
That's definitely wife.
This was spooky. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will leave the link to this game in the description. Go support the devs and wishlist the game. And yes, this was a pleasure to play. I really enjoyed this. The story is super intriguing. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you next time.